Think we're live there. Think we're live. Welcome everyone. Welcome to the 5-day running challenge. There's a little more lighting. Welcome. Thanks so much guys for coming in and being a part of this journey. So excited to be here and do this with you guys. My name is Dr. Christopher Hucks. I am a physical therapist based out of Chicago, Illinois. I'm the owner of Phase Forward Therapy and Wellness, and I'll be the one presenting most of this material. We might have some special guests through the challenges. I don't want to give everything away, but just super stoked to finally be at this point and to hopefully give you guys a little value, help you out with your running. You know, this is a new journey. Hey, Michael, thanks for coming on. Michael and I have a healthy competition going on. Please check out his group. His group's Pain Free Golf. He's a golfing pro, and then I'm trying to go the running route. So we're having a little healthy competition. So please give him some love as well. But yeah, so the start of this journey, I really. Of course, man. The start of this journey, you know, I was thinking about different topics to go with, you know, and I found myself, I was thinking a lot about my what I was going to do or how I was going to do it, like kind of give you guys like tactical steps of what to do. But after thinking, after writing stuff, after preparing, I'm like, you know what? I have to start with me, you know, the reason I got into running, why I'm even the one going to share this knowledge with you, share this information. You know, I have to start with that, like why I started. And in the process of that, I want you guys to really search that why and figure out the desire, figure out why you even want to do this, like either why you want to get into this running or restart this running program. Hey Hannah, thanks for coming on. Thank you guys for the love on day one. I wanted to start here first. So the day one topic is going to be how to start or how to restart your running program. And after searching, I think let me start here. Let me start with me, you know, why I even made this program, like why I started it, how I got into, you know, why I decided on running and everything. So my running journey started, about 4 years ago now, 3 to 4 years ago. I was in beautiful San Diego. that probably has a lot to do with it. You know, the weather's always good, so you can run year round. So being over there, working in San Diego, meeting all these incredible people just around San Diego, meeting runners. You know, I got to give a shout out to one of my coaches, one of my former coworkers, Sharon Schur. She's an athletic trainer, and she's run 20 marathons and countless half marathons, et cetera. She was a lot of the reason I got into running. I even started this journey because, you know, when I'm looking at 4 years ago, I always wanted to get into running. I always knew there was greater benefits that I couldn't recognize at the time, but I just knew it was going to do something amazing in my life. But I didn't know where to start. I didn't know how to start. You know, I was one of those people, I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate to this, that I always made excuses. On, you know, running. Like I would say stuff like, oh, I don't have the running body, or, you know, I always grew up playing sports. So I'd just be like, oh, let me just stick with sports. Let me do these sports where I'm comfortable doing. And, you know, I would focus a lot on sports that were like more anaerobic for my nerds out there. Sports that were more sprinting or bursts, like football or tennis. So I'd even make excuses like that. I'm like, oh, I don't have the endurance. I don't have the endurance for running, or, oh, it's too painful. You know, through the years, I would start running, and, maybe I'll get through a week or 2 weeks, but it'd be so much pain. My ankles, my knees, my hips, my back. I would make an excuse, then I would fall out of it. I'm like, oh, let me just get back in the gym. So there's excuse after excuse, and then even honestly, even my profession kind of did harm to me. I started learning these different injuries and different pains and different things. Hey, what's going on, Pastor Andreas? Thanks for coming on. Look forward to meeting tomorrow. But yeah, so even my profession, like since I was knowing more stuff, I would back out of doing it. I would back out of doing it because I'm like, oh, it's causing pain. Oh, I need to do this stretch I just learned, or this exercise I just learned, or let me throw the kitchen sink. These different things I was learning in PT school, and everything. So yeah, those are the excuses throughout the years. I would always find something, or it would be mentally too exhausting for me. I didn't have the mental capacity, so I'd fall out of it. There's so many reasons of falling out of the program. So it's hard. It's I want to say this. It's very, we all struggle with it. It's very, or you're not alone. It's difficult. It's difficult to run. It's difficult to restart a program. It's difficult to train for a marathon, a half marathon, and everything. So one, you guys aren't alone. And then, I wanted to tie this too with my story. So, when I started running and really getting into it, this was also, or just prior to it, this was also a time of like a very dark depression. I was lost. I was in a deep valley. I was alone in San Diego. I'd recently broken up with my girlfriend that I moved out there with, and didn't have many friends. I wasn't plugged in the church, so I was just in a dark place, very dark place. So I needed something. I needed something in my life, and when running came into my life, this is the same time I had a transformation with Jesus Christ. Got back into the church. I started incorporating a plant-based diet, living out in California, for my people from out there. There's so many options, vegan options, vegetarian options. So having all these healthy options, getting back into the church, and then having Sharon and some other people to motivate me, it seemed like God put running in my life for a purpose. He's like, this is the activity, or this is the activity that's going to help transform your life, help you with your mindset, with life, with relationships, with relationship with Heavenly Father, and then even business. So true, Michael. So true. Those two things, our profession can definitely make us overthink, and then analysis paralysis. That is so true, my friend. That is so true. And that hits my point that I was about to hit with so 4 years ago, during this running, when I was getting into this running journey, I also knew I wanted to get into business. I know Dr. Michael, he's also a business owner, a physical therapist. And this analysis, or paralysis by analysis, is something that's a major struggle. It's going to affect your running, can affect your business. I always use the analogy. So taking steps in your business is like taking steps in running. So you gotta just do one step at a time. And that paralysis by analysis is so real. It's so detrimental. Like it's been one of the things that's held me back the most in my life. Oh man, and now and I'm still struggling. I struggle with it every day, but now I have this new drive, this passion to help people with that paralysis by analysis. So I really appreciate you bringing that up, Michael, because that's so true. That's so true. And so to bring everything back, we have to find our why. We have to find our desire for running. Like why? Like, why do we want to get into this brutal sport. It is. You know, for all the runners that listening to this and people that want to start it's brutal. You know, I've played throughout my life. I played soccer, baseball, football, basketball, but all the sport, tennis, golf, so many of the sports, but even like biking and whatnot, but running just a whole nother level. I know my other runners can attest to this. One thing I would kind of compare it to is tennis, because it's very mental, but then it's physically exhausting as well. But even that sport, you still get breaks. And of course in running, you can take breaks with walking. But anytime you're doing like a physical activity, a sport, where you're incorporating that mental side, that mindset, oh man, it's brutal. It's brutal. So I'll be real with you guys about that. But the benefits outweigh the pain by astronomical amounts. Like you're gonna, on this running journey, you're gonna have so many times that, you know, you want to quit. You know, maybe you're trying to get to that first mile, so like half a mile in, you're gonna want to quit. I'm telling you guys, you're gonna want to quit, but you have to keep that why so much greater. That reason why you're doing it so much greater than the reason for you quitting, and you'll propel. You'll propel to that first mile, to get to that second mile, to eventually get 5 miles, whatever your goal is. You know, I know some people in here, through talking with some people in the group, some people just want to, continue their walking program and incorporate a little bit of running. Some people want to get back to 5K or to run their first 5K. Some people want to get eventually to a 10K, half marathon. Whatever the goal is, it's all about taking that one step at a time and just remember that why, that desire, that reason you're going through this. So that is the first thing I want to challenge you guys with that, or challenge you guys with this, because this is just so important. Because even through these past 3-4 years after I started, I haven't been consistent. You know, I've had times of quitting. I've had times of getting into maybe going back to the gym, or going back to like a comfortable outlet or activity. So I want to encourage you guys that there's going to be times you want to quit, and you might even fall off, but try to avoid, putting shame on yourself, guilt on yourself, beating yourself up, like, oh man, I'm not doing well today or this week. And that'll go with what I'll talk about in the later weeks, like getting an accountability partner, an accountability group. That's one of the reasons I created this group, so we can all be accountable of each other. That's one component that helps. And there's other like awesome action steps that you can take, and we'll be going through that this week. So to kind of wrap this thing up, so the big thing I want you guys to focus on is your why, your desire, why you're doing this. And what I would recommend with that is write it down. Write it down, journal, write down these notes, like, okay, the reason I want to get into running, or the reason I want to restart a running program, like jot down bullet points and some notes, put it on paper. So if it's not on paper, then it less likely will happen. And then also write just a few goals. You don't have to do like multiple goals, because if we do too many goals, it just overwhelms us. So just do a few goals of maybe like a short-term goal, do a couple week goal. Then you can do like a 1 to 2 month goal, 6 month goal, etc. I find a lot of people, and this helped myself too to run my first half marathon, was if you find a race, and you schedule that as you're starting your program, that's gonna be one of your whys, one of your factors to keep pushing you. So that's something I would encourage. So that's the main action step. Think about this why, this desire, why you want to get into running. Write down notes. Get all this stuff down on paper. Write a few goals, and I think this will be a phenomenal starting point for you guys. I would love to hear, love to hear below, a few of the whys, the bigger reasons why. If you want to just do one or two, that's fine. And then maybe a few goals, post them below, because I'll give other people ideas on what to put down and what to do. So that's the action step I want you guys to take. Let me see if I'm missing anything. I was discussing this with my fiance to kind of go over a presentation. She hit some great points. Oh yeah, so I want to leave with this point. What impact will happen on your life? So what impact will happen on your life if you don't start? So I want to leave with that big thing before we go into day 2. Just what impact is this going to make in your life if you don't start this running program or this journey? So I kind of want to leave those thoughts with you guys and everything. Thank you so much, guys, for coming on to the day 1 challenge. I've been so fired about getting this thing going. Since I started really plugging into this entrepreneur journey and getting plugged in with other physical therapists and my SSHC community and whatnot, we talk a lot about your niche. Some people say niche. And it's been driving me crazy. It's been driving me crazy for a few months, but a good crazy. But once I really started praying about it and clicked to get into runners and to help people with this transformation of their life with running, with their spiritual journey. I'm not here to amen, Michael, amen, follow your passion dreams one step at a time. But I'm not here to convert anyone to my religion. That's my goal. My goal is to help you see the bigger picture, the why you're doing running or doing these different things in your life, helping you guys try to find that transformation, and then just taking action steps. Like Michael said, Dr. Michael, one step at a time. So that's my big goal, and I'm glad I looked at that, because that was a huge question that my beautiful bride-to-be Marnell mentioned. Like, what impact will this make? What impact will this be on your life if you don't start this running journey? If you don't start, there's no better place than now. I'm telling you guys. That's just true of any season, but especially now we're in spring, going into summer. Like, there's no better time than now. So I just want you guys to think about these things, and I'll save this for day 2 and everything. I don't want to overwhelm. I'll get fired up. But awesome. Yeah, if you guys are on the replay, put down team replay, and then if you have any feedback, post below. Post any of your goals. Post your why, your desire in getting into this thing, and we'll go from there. I look forward to day 2 with you guys, and we'll go from there. Much love to you guys, and talk soon.